Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for another tribute reaction. This one is titled The Noble Stag, Elijah Mikaelson. It was uploaded by TVDU editor. This is another requested video, and my watch history claims that I have watched this one. Um, I do not know for sure if I did or didn't. Because like I can't remember it. Like it is weird. You know how your YouTube be acting up sometimes and it be showing you videos that you probably haven't seen. But yeah, I have no recollection of watching this video, but here we are. Elijah Mikaelson. I kind of went on a small tangent in my last tribute reaction saying how, like, clearing the air about how I do not hate Elijah, because some people have been kind of getting that confused. I do not hate him. I love Elijah. He is one of my favorite characters, and like I'm ready to hop into this. Link to the original will be in the description, as well as a link to the creator's channel, so you can check out their stuff on your own time. Let's run this up.
Good evening. I trust I need no introduction.
Elijah Mikaelson.
Who is he? Is he a vampire?
He's one of the vampires, the originals.
I'm Elijah. You heard of me?
Yes.
You know who I am.
Original vampire always wears a suit.
Elijah is a noble man, Stefan.
I think it was a smart move to introduce Elijah as the first original.
Vampire, and he doesn't break promises.
Like, his introduction into this universe is iconic.
I make a deal, I keep a deal.
Leave her. I'll make you one last promise. I won't let my brother kill Agnes. I gave my word.
Give me your word!
I give you my word.
You have asked for my forgiveness. I will grant you that forgiveness, but do not make me break my word. I give you my word. Elena.
You're the one they call honorable.
Yes. That's what they call me.
We have a deal. Elijah, you're a man of honor.
Turn this
You should
down
be
a little
trusted.
bit, though.
But I always thought of you as speaking compassionate.
And poor Elijah. He dedicates himself to everyone but himself.
I do not believe in love, Evelina.
Fated to watch from the shadows. A noble martyr.
You were a king amongst men.
Elijah is noble stag.
Because I know you.
Oh,
and
I
grew
love
up
that
fighting.
scene.
I can't be beaten, nor can I be persuaded.
Gentlemen,
Ah,
shall we?
Who's Elijah? It's your worst nightmare.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Elijah.
How can you compel me? A vampire can't compel another vampire.
I'm a special vampire. You young vampires. So arrogant. How dare you come in here and challenge me?
To whom it may concern, you're making a great mistake if you think that you can beat me. You can't.
Come get it.
yo, this dude is so cold. Like, he is one of the coldest dudes in this entire verse, bro. Like, some of his lines, and then like the way that he like behaves in certain situations. This dude is cold. Like, oh my god, like when he first pulled up in season 2 of the Vampire Diaries, he just had this straight aura to him. Like, I would honestly go so far as to say that this dude got Black Air Force energy. Like, Elijah is built different, bro. And in some ways, actually, maybe not even some ways, I actually find Elijah more terrifying than Klaus. Because it's like, with Klaus, what you see is what you get. He's like always the type of person to wear his heart on his sleeve. So it's like, you know when he's pissed off. Like you know when he's planning to kill and destroy. Like, you know it. You see it. In fact, you actually expect it. But it's like Elijah feels like he honestly feels like the smiling devil, right? Like he's like the devil who pulls up in a nice fancy suit, like confidently smirking, and you don't know if he's about to sit down with you for a civil conversation or if he's about to chop your head off. Like he's that dude. He's like so unpredictable. Like he's actually kind of terrifying. And I find him more terrifying than Klaus. Like, oh, he's just cold, bro. He's so cold.
To me. To whom it may concern, you're making a great mistake if you think that you
Like
can beat
stuff
me.
like that scene, oh my god.
Blanker, take him down now!
Come get it.
And that,
Go ahead. Take it.
I swore you would not die by my brother's hand. I said nothing. My own.
This is what befalls anyone who bargains with Elijah Mikaelson. You choose your own family always. And that is why you're as cursed as them.
I'm an original. Show a little respect. Are you challenging me?
Let's start with what you've referred to as the Red Door.
That's an image from my past. My youth. It was the door to a slaughterhouse. Sometimes it appears to me in flashes. It's a memory, but it's also a metaphor. It's a place where unspeakable deeds dwell in darkness.
No one need know what's behind that red door.
You look at me, and you see everything you bore in yourself.
You began to believe that as long as your suit was immaculate and your hands clean, you could look in the mirror and tell yourself it's all okay.
Sure, you dress it up with your fancy suits and your handkerchiefs. You, with your mask of civility and eloquence, you're every bit the abomination I am. Or worse.
I told you to clean yourself up. That if you were clean, no one would know what you are or what you've done.
Typically, however, I am possessed of a certain control. However, now and then I can be consumed with chaos.
And untethered from that control. This is where the deeds are concealed. Behind that door.
Why that particular door?
This is where the first woman I ever loved told me she loved me in return.
I choose you, Elijah.
all these doppelgangers, bro. I can't keep up.
Body after I took her life. No one knows this. Not even Nikolaus. My brother loved Talia as deeply as I did. He still believes that Mother killed her. Not only is this a lie, this is a lie of my creation.
How long before it's your beloved Haley's corpse behind that door?
Stop. What if we're just creating a monster here?
I am a monster. You of all people know that.
This illusion that I have created over the course of my life. The noble stag.
You call yourself the noble one, but you're a killer.
Yo,
just
this
like your
music.
brother. For 1,000 years, you fed on innocent blood.
All you represent to me is death.
These things you keep hidden.
You created a place in your mind with your victims.
Or any one of the other poor souls who met their fate at your hands.
Open the red door.
It's just a door, Elijah. Open it.
I went through the red door.
One day only a monster shall remain.
A white corridor. Long white corridor with a red door.
That's where you hide the things you don't want to remember. I mean, you've been doing it for 1,000 years.
No swift and painless death for her. Just raw fire. It's true. And that is what's behind your door. The truth about what you did to the woman you love.
You didn't want to hurt her. You loved her. What would you have done to those kids?
What I had turned you into.
I tried to save him with the things I saw, the innocent people to slaughter. I really thought that I would find him in a good place. But he chose the darkest part of himself.
Predator.
Whatever I had to do,
What goes behind that door shall stay there and be forgotten.
The door.
That was always one of my favorite like shots to see when I forget the episode number that it is, but it's somewhere in season 4. When Haley went into the little pendant to try to bring Elijah back, and you have that shot of Elijah being like, however many centuries ago it was, like all dirty, having that like old school look in that outfit, and he was like covered in blood and like the long hair and everything, and like the moment, and like he was like surrounded by darkness there too, so that's another thing I find interesting. But the moment he steps through that door and like comes back into the light, he like, it's chopped hair, like immaculate suit, like it's just like I always really appreciated that shot because it like represents like what all people could be hiding behind like this fake like mask that they put up. Like it's so good. Like the writing for this is so good. He's such a complex guy. But it's like you typically look at Elijah and you don't really expect to see like that dark version of him, because like I said, he's always the guy that's like, you know, you don't know what you're really going to get. You're either going to get the guy who's going to give you a civil conversation and be polite and elegant, or you're going to get the guy who is just immediately going to chop your head off or rip your heart out. Like you don't know. So like that unpredictability makes him kind of like, do I trust you? Do I not trust you? But yeah, like it's just a really nice shot to see that.
Behind that door shall stay there and be forgotten.
The door. What is this hope's revenge? Imprison me until I reclaim all of my memories, forcing me to accept accountability for all of this.
But Elijah has only ever done those things for family, and that is why he's the very best of us.
Over the course of my long life, I have come to believe that we are bound forever to those with whom we share blood. And while we may not choose our family, that bond can be our greatest strength, or our deepest regret. All told, he has a long history of getting himself into trouble.
And I'm guessing you have a long history of getting him out of it.
Evening, Elijah.
Niklaus? You see, Marcel, my disease has always been blind devotion to my brother. And whenever he has needed me, I have been there. I have all eternity to accomplish one single task, my brother's salvation. If I surrender this, then tell me, what value would I be to my family, to myself? My unrelenting desire has always been your redemption.
I haven't cared about it.
In many ways, that's actually really sad.
After you.
Well, because I failed you. Because the first time our father laid a hand on you, I should have struck him dead.
Your brother Klaus handed you to Marcel in a box, yet you still don't give up on him.
I will fight for my family until my last breath.
You still cling to the hope that I can be redeemed.
I will always choose him. They say Elijah Mikaelson was his North Star. I am asking you to stay here. I will help you and I will stand by you. I will be your brother. We will build a home here together.
What have you done?
What I've always done. Followed you into the fire. If you come at him, you come at me.
You can do whatever your heart desires.
This is my heart's desire.
The monster in me can only be checked by the monster in you.
You don't make it easy to love you, brother.
And yet you are obstinate in your desire to do so. You chase my redemption. Like a man rolling a stone up an endless mountain.
Well, no mountain is endless, brother. Some are just steeper than others.
And now you sound like my brother. He was my lodestar.
I will not let go. I will never let go.
Why are you trying to put together your family when it's so clear that one part of it is broken?
To me, the very definition of the word broken suggests that something can be fixed.
I made a promise to him. I did swear to him. Always. Forever. Family above all. I would protect him from that very day.
Please, don't lecture me, Elijah. You have no idea the agony of being a father. Loving someone so much you cannot bear to see them in pain.
I think I might have some idea.
What if there's nothing after this? No peace. Just darkness.
We face it together.
I intend to die by your side.
Elijah was always there for me. Swooping in when my rage got the better of me, setting me on a path to redemption. For 1,000 years he made me need him.
You need me.
It's been a glorious ride, Nico. My greatest honor. We are bound forever to those with whom we share blood. And while we may not choose our family, that bond is our greatest strength.
Yeah. Like Elijah, he's a truly great character, but he's also kind of like really tragic as well. Like his whole thing of like being the one person to hold his family together and being the one person who like finds the redeeming qualities of Klaus and to bring them to the surface, it's actually really sad if you think about it, especially like when you go back to that conversation he had with Haley in the car when he said if he can't do that, if he can't redeem Klaus, then what use is he, what good is he to himself or his family? Like that's actually really sad to like be so devoted to one goal in your life that technically has nothing to do with you, to the point that you've made it your entire identity and like you don't really know who you are outside of that. And like when I say it has nothing to do with them, it obviously does. But what I mean is, at the end of the day, that's still like Klaus. He's still like doing this for Klaus. Like it doesn't necessarily impact Elijah's life if Klaus had stayed, you know, the person that he was in the Vampire Diaries or the person that he was in season 1 of the show, of the originals. Like it doesn't affect him all that greatly unless he decides to insert himself into Klaus's life. So it's like oh, that's what I mean. It's so complex though, right? And that's what makes him so great. But yeah, I'm sorry for the noise out there. It's crazy this morning. But yeah, this was a great video. So many layers to Elijah, but that's gonna be it from me. If you enjoyed my reaction, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you in my next video. See ya.